Same topical, back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. Today I am ranking every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie in honor of the new one that just came out, Mutant Mayhem. So let's get into it. Number 9, we got the Michael Bay remake, and this thing is atrocious. It doesn't feel like the Ninja Turtles. You have ugly designed turtles with stupid gimmicks to show personality because you suck at writing and can't write personality to characters, with a stupid plot, bad action scenes, and overall this movie is just terrible top to bottom. You made Shredder white. His name's Oroku Saki, and you made him a fucking white guy?
So get the fuck out of here.
This movie sucks. Unwashed toes. And not even like regular unwashed toes, like I've been chilling at the crib unwashed toes. I'm talking like dirty, blue collar, worked all week, construction boot toes. You know what I'm saying? Like dirty, nasty toes, like crumbled up toes. Toes like they're throwing up gang signs. Those unwashed toes. That's what this movie sucks.
Ew.
Number 8 is tmnt, the 2007 animated film. And for an animated film, this film looks like
hot garbage. Still trash.
this shit is ugly to look at. The story kind of sucks as well. Not kind of, it does suck. They try to base it off what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 would have been, but then Karai's in it. Where the hell did Karai come from? So now you just throw me in a world that you're making up yourself because shit's already happened. Sure, the plot is terrible. Terrible. Maybe if it was in a TV show, you could have pulled that off and gave it a season and added more depth to the characters and made it more have highs. Blah, blah, blah.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Made it have more highs and lows to intrigue the investment, the want, the need for these characters to succeed. Because it is kind of like a level thing. This happens and this happens, this happens. But everything happens so quickly. It's hard to get invested, and the story is doo-doo, and the animation is doo-doo as well. So you don't even want to look at it, much less hear it. So because of that, it came to my number 8 spot. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows is going to be my number 7. This one, I knew what I was getting into. I knew I was getting a shitty Ninja Turtles film, and that's exactly what I got. They shoehorned in every character they could possibly think of, from Bebop Rocksteady, Casey Jones, who didn't have long hair. Ugh, fuck that. Casey Jones needs to have long hair. Stephen Amell, fuck you for not growing your hair out or not getting a wig or something. That was a terrible decision. But they throw Krang in here as well. They fake Shredder. Here's the real Shredder. It's stupid, but I know what I'm getting into. And it has more tolerable scenes than one elevator scene, so it makes it better than the first one. And the second one, in my opinion. But still a trash-ass movie. Number 6, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. And this movie belongs in the sewer because it also sucks. But it beats the rest of them because of nostalgia. Seeing this movie as a kid and watching 1, 2, and 3, I had fun with it as a child. The characters are cool. You get a more in-depth view of Raphael as a character, and it has more heart than the other 3 does, so I will give it that. The suits suck, the story kind of sucks, but it's an alright fun movie if you grew up with it, and you can watch it today and be like, huh, cool, and then wait 10 years and watch it again and have the same response like I did. Number 5, this might be a touch controversial, but it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rise, the movie that was on Netflix. I personally, when it came out, I was like, oh my god, new Ninja Turtles movie, this is sick. It's based on a TV show. I haven't watched a TV show, and I didn't watch TV shows, so I didn't know what I was getting into. And then I watched, and I was like, why the fuck do these Ninja Turtles have superpowers? Every fucking movie, every month we get a movie about a superhero with superhero powers. The market's oversaturated. I don't want to see superheroes. I'm tired of seeing superheroes. And then they make the plot the exact same premise of Days of Future Past, the X-Men movie, but instead of Wolverine going back, Casey Jones goes back. And I'm like, so you give them superpowers and then you rip off a superhero movie? I would rather just watch Days of Future Past, because that's a much better movie than this one is.
And I'm not lying!
The idea of Krang taking over is cool. It's interesting. They still the Superman 2 plot where these 3 Crane, Utrons, and Crane come out of Dimension X and they're free now. It rips off a lot of things, but top to bottom, it is well made. There are stakes. You do have bits of investment. You see where characters are coming from. You understand characters, which also adds investment. The action scenes are better than the rest of the movies I mentioned, which, it being an animated film, you get more leverage to do so. You get more ideas. You can do more stuff with it being an animated movie. The Turtles feel like Ninja Turtles, which is great. That's what you need to make the movie work. They feel a certain way, and if you know that, you're going to have a decent movie, and this is what this is. It's a decent movie that ripped off a lot of better superhero movies. Number 4 is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles Forever. This is definitely my favorite incarnation of the animated Turtles, the 2003 Turtles. I grew up with that. That's my shit. I love it. So to have this TV movie, it came out of DVD, so it counts as a movie. To have this, and it's the first Ninja Turtles, they do a lot of first. This is the first multiverse movie because they get the 1980s Turtles in there, including the comic book Turtles, the black and white Turtles. They all come together to fight Shredder, and it's beautiful. It's fun. It's funny. The action works. But it being a TV movie, it doesn't have that depth to really pull from. Now, if this felt like Mask of the Phantasm, oh my god, this might be my number 1 because it goes to places that the TV show didn't. Where this was made for TV, so it fit the continuity and the tone, and it wasn't any darker than the rest of the episodes were. So, that being said, it's a fun watch. It's very enjoyable, and it's the first multiverse movie that I'm aware of, so I had to put it high, and that's why it's my number 4. Number 3 is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Secret of the Ooze. The sequel to the original 1990s film is fun, it's lighter. They should have went with Rocksteady and Bebop, but we got Tokyo and Razor instead. It's a fun overall movie with a couple problems, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just throw in characters that didn't need to be added, you recast people. It's a whole bunch of hafooey, but at the end of the day, it's nostalgic, it's fun, it's funny. It has those elements that make the Turtles feel like Ninja Turtles. Shredder feels like a menace, and a Super Shredder. What a great iconic scene. Go Ninja, go Vanilla Ice. And the opening.
Fucking perfect!
You got Donatello doing a little thing, then whacking the guy, and then them in the mall fucking around, beating up robbers. It's gold. It's great. That's what I want in life. I just want to see giant turtles beat up bad guys in a mall using the props. It's the best. Coming in at number 2 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. This movie blew me away. I didn't expect it to be this good, and it was this good. The Turtles feel like motherfucking turtles. Yay! They got the essence of the Ninja Turtles, and that made the movie work. It made the movie funny. The action scenes, again, this is the first time that they really took the Turtles in their purest form and used the animation to make the action whatever they wanted to be and make it match, and it was sick. It was awesome. Is the movie a little predictable? Do they reuse concepts and ideas? Yes, but it's hilarious. It's well written. The dialogue, especially, I mean, the story is what it is. It has highs and lows and makes you invest and make you care about these characters. But it's a different view of the Ninja Turtles that we've never seen before. Seth Rogen, he changed things, minor things, but at the end of the day, they all worked. They made shit that hasn't worked, that hasn't been presented in storylines that I know of, and they brought it to this and said, hey, it's a fresh new take. Enjoy. And that's what I did. I wasn't mad that they changed this or they changed this. They gave me small changes and they all worked. And when that sequel comes out, I'm going to be ready for it because it's going to be awesome, hopefully, just as awesome as this one. Hopefully, whoever put together that soundtrack will put together the next soundtrack because the soundtrack is also hot to fire. Who knew Old Dirty Bastard would play in a Ninja Turtles movie? Not me. But Mutant Mayhem's a ton of fun, and it's a fresh take on a franchise that honestly needed, because we've seen Turtles over and over and over again, and most of these films, let's be honest, haven't worked. And we don't need the 90s just recapped again with a new movie. Make it different, and they did, and they knocked it out the park. Number 1, 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was a no-brainer. As soon as I had the thought to make this list, I was like, I don't care how good Mutant Mayhem is, it's never live-action 1990 Ninja Turtles. I love this movie to death. It's the first comedy superhero movie of all time that I'm aware of.
Am I lying?
So again, Marvel, you can thank the Ninja Turtles for that, because you stole their idea. You stole their swagger. You jocked their swagger and made billions of dollars in your franchise when Ninja Turtles did it best. Well, maybe not the best, but pretty damn close. And again, action scenes, they are what they are. They're 90s, they're live action suits, but they look so damn good that you can ignore the stiff action. And it's not even that stiff. They can kick higher than I can, and I'm not wearing a giant turtle suit. I need to work out more and do some yoga, but that's neither here nor there. Casey Jones, how they brought him in, iconic, one of my favorite fight scenes of all time, with him and Raphael in the park, and they're just jabbing back and forth. It was like back. Tell me you didn't pay money for this. But how they introduce all these characters, that makes the characters meaningful. And when you make something meaningful, it makes the audience care. And that's what they did, step by step by step. They just made you care and think, oh my God, Shredder, that's a badass motherfucker. Look at these like hundreds of people just stop to hear this man talk. They make things important, which makes the audience care, which makes you think as a fan, oh my God, how are they going to get out of this danger? Super well made movie, even though technically it's not the greatest thing ever, but the idea, the concept is there, and these beats work. And for me, they worked when I was a little kid, putting this VHS in, and they work now as a 27-year-old who still watches live action Ninja Turtles from the 1990s, who also bought the NECA figures because they just look so damn cool. It might be a nostalgia thing, or it might just be, I love the goddamn Turtles. They love being Turtles. I love the Turtles. And that's why the 1990s version is my number 1 pick. It has everything you can think of, and it does it so well. It keeps pushing the envelope of, dog, they ain't gonna beat the Shredder, they ain't gonna beat the Shredder. And then when they finally do, they come together, you have that good, happy moment, and they end it in a very Turtles-esque way. And it's perfect. It's the perfect Ninja Turtles movie. And that's all I gotta say about that. Let me know you're listening in the comment section below. Scroll back up to the like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.